Hello there, it's time to open R5-D4. I've got a few of the figures that I've brought through to compare, and I've also got the original R5-D4 from VC303. Not the original vintage, that would be a stretch, be very expensive, but yeah, this is the first R5-D4. I've just been having a good look at them both, and they're so similar. If anyone knows any differences, do let me know. There's a few paint applications which are different. Like, for example, if you have a look at that R5-D4, there's more silver on that circular disc thing on the right than there is on this one here. But I'm looking forward to opening this one here because I don't actually have an R5-D4 that's been subtly weathered. I've got a couple of other figures down below which I'll show you in a minute. But the first observation is how good the VC40 looks, man, compared to this new thing. Look at it. Not only is it a great image on the card back, that's goes without saying, but the actual figure, it's only a droid, and the bubble is the right size and everything. Look at this bubble here. Look at the size of it. I thought they were trying to be saving plastic. Could they not have made a more compact bubble and smaller pill behind it? It's crazy, isn't it? Look at all that empty space. Still a great card back though, this new thing. This is the one I'm going to open, by the way. But I just noticed that. So I'll move that out of the way for now. Maybe have a look at it in a minute, but more importantly, let's get this new thing open. But first, yeah, I'll just show you these two figures. This is from Tungori. This is R5-D8. Looks to be that it could be completely the same as this new thing here. The different droids, obviously, but different paint applications. This is Jet Porkins's, by all accounts, but this is a completely clean figure. And whereas I've been looking forward to getting one with a wash on it. That's got a wash, just like the VC40 did. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this now. I only bought this to experiment with it because it's got that removable head, which I think you will be getting with this. And then there's this one. I've had this for ages. I got this loose on eBay, ages ago. So if you can help me identify this, I always used to think it was Legacy Collection, but it might not be. It could be anything. It could be Saga Collection, for all I know. Bit of light damage on this thing as well. See that? Obviously, it's been in the sun or something on that side of him. But yeah, he's got the ticking head. I've taken his center leg out recently, actually, just because I have this one stood in my droid sale. And there you go. He looks quite good like that. But what a character is R5-D4. If anyone can identify that, let me know. But this one here looks to me like the one they've gone forward with for this new figure, which I'm going to open right now. Just bear with me. That's your first look at it. Classic droid though, isn't it? It's quite weird seeing it in the Mandalorian, so animated. My memory of R5-D4 is just motionless in the sand crawler. His head just turning very slowly. And then the next scene, he's just trundling, battered, and then he blows his top. So to see him in the Mandalorian doing crazy stunts, using his jetpacks and everything, was just funny. Right. Now it's quite good I've got this R5-D8 with me. Different droid, very similar style, but the fact that that one isn't weathered will be good for the purposes of doing a side-by-side. You'll see immediately the paint apps are different, but you can see, I'll just move him out of the way a minute, you can see that sandy looking, subtle weathering all over it, which is great. That's what I really wanted. I've always wanted this, basically, which is what that is, the look of it anyway. It's got a wash on it, and there it is. I'll do the head and everything later. Let's give you a good look at him. Nice looking droid. I'll put him on the turntable in a minute. Just to give you a bit of an idea of the colour. Sort of film him now. Interesting. Let's get him mounted. just as he spins there, let's have a quick look at the card back. I'll go closer in on that. Great image, that out of focus in the background. And he just seemed different. I'm just looking at his eyes there from what I remember of R5-D4 in A New Hope. His eyes seem a little closer together in that card back. I don't know. It'll be the fact that the prop itself will be brand new. They built it, and models vary. Props and replicas. Technically, it would be a replica. They wouldn't have been bringing back the original model, would they? So it's definitely a different model, but you know, you get the hint of what he used to be. It's just the eyes or something. He just seems different. He is different. But that's they've made him close enough to what he used to be, but it's definitely a different looking droid from New Hope anyway. How can we... on there? Yeah. That's the classic, isn't it? It just seems more animated. Literally. Or like he's had too much caffeine or something. I don't know. Not the guy I remember. He was a bit of a dope, the one in A New Hope. But still, great card back again, just to reiterate. I like that background there, just out of focus. He's in sharp focus. Bubble is very big, as I say. I've seen worse. I've seen Yoda figures in massive bubbles, and that does look ridiculous. In fact, speak of the devil, he's over there. Look at that nice weather in there. That's good. It's definitely my best R5 now I have. Brilliant. I'll be tempted to put him on my, my New Hope shelf, you know, my droid sale shelf. Interesting. Oh, there'll be a bit more I can show you, actually. We're not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just remove that and have a look at the details here, yeah. Usual, from the Legacy collection. It's a pop head. It's a head puppet, as you know. I like this. This is the mold I call, I don't know specifically what it is, but it's the loose head and poppable head. The Royal Starship droids were just like that as well. So I think it goes back to the Legacy collection. That's why I don't think this is Legacy collection, because if it was, I think it would be a head popper. So I think it might be a bit earlier. I'm thinking Saga collection for that. I don't know. Let me know. There's a lot of people who are a lot more knowledgeable than I out there who could help me with that. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I'm going to show you. But I'm glad to have an official proper TVC R5-D4 and not having to spend an arm and a leg like you would on the VC40. Good God, there'll be people out there who probably have done it. They would have bought, you know, one to keep carded and got another one and just couldn't resist opening it, thinking that they would not get another one. Maybe, I don't know. But to open that would be expensive, because this cost me a lot of money back in whenever it was. Probably 2016 I would have got this. And he's definitely gone up in value. Before we move on, let's have a quick look at the back. I can't remember if I showed you that, but let's look at it now before it's too late. I'll let you freeze frame on that. There's a little bit of a blurb there. A battered Astromech indeed. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. A classic returns. Nice figure. Nice droid. And thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.